Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Get Creative. I'm Heidi, and today what we're going to be doing is talking about and thinking about our heroes. And then we're going to look at a mural honoring a hero. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. But first I wanted to ask you, who is a hero in your life? Who is someone that does great things in their daily lives, maybe to help others, to help you, someone that inspires you, and someone maybe that you want to be like when you grow up? Can you think of anyone? So I'm going to talk a little bit about Sophie Cruz and El Mac's amazing mural of her called Sophie Holding the World Together. And it's a mural that's close to the Children's Discovery Museum of San Jose, and it's incredible. It's beyond life size. So hopefully after seeing this, you'll get inspired to think and make art about your own heroes. All right, let's take a look. So here's the mural that I was talking about, featuring a hero. The artist, El Mac, created this portrait of 9-year-old Sophie Cruz. And you'll see Sophie is actually in front of this large-scale portrait of herself. Now, this mural is called Sophie Holding the World Together. And how Sophie became known to the world is that she became an activist. An activist for immigrant children. She was born in LA to immigrants from Oaxaca, Mexico. And she first made headlines in 2015 when she crossed a police barrier during Pope Francis's visit to Washington, D.C., to hand him a letter asking him to help all immigrant children. She is very, very brave to do so. And since then, she's become really well known and has made speeches at large rallies with thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And she has become an inspiration to many, many, many people, and is an inspiration to the artist El Mac. Again, to give you an idea of how large this mural is, you can see that kind of from a bird's eye view, you can see a little bit in the background to the left, the purple of the Children's Discovery Museum, and then to the right, the light rail tracks. Isn't that something? Now, if we look really closely at the mural, you can see the kind of technique that was used. It was created by taking the nozzle of a spray can and holding it up close to the surface of the wall. And you see all those circles? That was created by using a spray can to paint the surface of the wall. Pretty incredible, right? Do you see that Sophie is holding up two things in her hands? On the right is the world. On the left is a lotus flower. What does that make you think of? It's a very strong image and a very inspiring image. All right, everybody, did you enjoy looking at that mural? It's pretty cool, right? So we're not going to be making something quite that big, but again, we're going to be thinking about the heroes in our lives and thinking about how to draw them. And I'm going to show you step by step how to draw a simple face that you can use then to create your portrait of a hero. All right, is everybody ready? What you're going to need is a white piece of paper, a pencil, and if you have it, color pencils and markers. All right, is everybody ready to get started? Let's begin. Hey everybody, so do you have your pencil and your white piece of paper ready to go? What you're going to do is make sure your paper is portrait orientation. This would be landscape, but portrait orientation will help us give us enough space to draw a face. And what, again, you're going to be thinking about is a hero of yours. And if you do have a photo of that person, you can use that as your guide to study the head and the eyes and nose and lips of your hero. Or you can use your imagination and come up with your own details that way. So the first step is you're going to be drawing the shape of a head. Now, all shapes of heads are not the same, right? I'm going to draw a general shape. And I'm going to draw really lightly, so if I need to make any corrections, I can. And that's why we're also doing this in pencil. So I'm going to start down here. And I'm going to draw kind of an oval shape. And I'm going to draw some lines for a neck. Next, when you're drawing portraits or faces, you can think of the face as broken up in thirds. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to draw a dashed line showing those thirds. 1, 2, 3. And down below here is where the lips will be and the chin, right? So, how to help you draw guidelines for that, we're going to think about this space, and we're going to think about half of this space. And we're going to draw another dashed line. And these are just our markers that we're going to erase later, so make sure you draw really lightly these dashed lines. These are our guidelines for our facial features. So on this first line are our eyes. You can draw ovals and draw lightly, right? And then next, from this line, we're going to think about the nose. You could draw one line and think about the nose. And then next, the lips. The lips are going to fall somewhere in here. So I'm just drawing out of my imagination. I'm drawing a general head. And you see down below now is the chin. In this space, usually the ears happen, right? So you can draw ears if you want to now, or wait till later. Next, you're going to think about eyebrows and then hair. And hair doesn't just stop here, right? At the forehead, it goes beyond. So you see I'm just drawing really light lines. I'm going to come down here and think about the neckline of a shirt. And then shoulders. I'm going to go over my line just a little bit here. draw hair. Go over the nose a little bit. And then I'm going to pay attention more to these eyes. And you see how at first I had really light lines, and now I want to commit. So I'm filling them in a little bit with my pencil. And I'm going to think about the actual eye shape. Kind of more of a round circle, right? Within the actual, see the eyelids. And as you get closer and closer to how you think your portrait should look, you make those lines darker. What about eyelids, right? We all have eyelids, maybe some eyelashes. I'm going to go back down to the nose. Now to the lips. And there's this little crease from the nose down to the lips. Kind of like parallel lines a little bit. I'm going to go back and define the hair. And when you get closer to the portrait that you like, you can actually go ahead with your eraser and erase those guidelines we created. Now I want you to think about your hero and what they do for you or for the world. I want you to think about a symbol. Just like in the mural featuring Sophie, she had a world and a lotus flower. What are two symbols, two things that represent your hero that you can draw somewhere on this paper? I'm going to draw a heart because my hero gives me lots of love. And I'm going to draw, let me think. Another heart. Because my hero has endless love to give. And I actually think I'm going to just draw hearts all around because I get so much love from my hero. They help me be strong and then also help me love others because of all the love that they give me. Do you see how I'm lightly sketching out everything? This is my preliminary sketch before I make a commitment with color or anything else like that. And this way, if you do want to go in and make any corrections, you can, right? Always erase. I think I'm going to fill in her eyebrows a little bit more. And her lips. A little bit more of her chin. See how I'm pressing down my pencil a little bit to create darker shades. Did you all get to draw a portrait of your hero? Fantastic. So what you get to do next, if you have color pencils, markers, crayons, you get to fill in this drawing with color. So I'm going to fill in hearts with some color pencil. And this is a really quick sketch and drawing just to show you an example of how to get started and how to think about a portrait. Maybe your mother is your hero. Did you know what? Mother's Day is coming up, right? You can make this portrait in her honor, or maybe your grandmother or another woman that's very special to you in your life. So what I like to do when I'm coloring in a drawing is doing the outlines first and then coloring in. I'm going to use this darker color for some more details. You can use a combination of materials too. I'm using oil pastels. And earlier I used colored pencil. But if you don't have any of those, a pencil drawing is perfect too. Maybe that's just what you prefer. So that was a really fast drawing of a portrait, but I wanted to show you the full process so you can make your own decisions and have some basic tools of creating a portrait, a picture of a hero in your life. I'm really excited to see what you come up with. And I hope that you'll share with us at #VirtualPurpleMuseum or #PurpleMuseumCreations on Instagram. Or you can always share what you've created in the comments below. So until next time, happy making, everybody, and see you again soon. Bye.
Thank you for watching our virtual Purple Museums broadcast. If you're enjoying this content, please consider making a donation to support our efforts. Our broadcasts are every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Stay in the loop by joining our email list by visiting www.cdm.org. Sign up today.